Welcome to Clearbrook Studio. This song, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, was written in 1945 by Fred Rose and recorded that same year by his musical buddy and business partner, Roy Acuff. It didn't sell a whole lot of copies because back in those days this was known as hillbilly music, and it was a relatively small niche market. By the way, if you'd like to hear that sound, go back to the home page on YouTube, and in the little search window thingy up at the top, type Roy Acuff. In the drop-down menu, click on Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. When you hear the needle touch that 78 RPM vinyl with all of those scratches and those fiddles take off, it'll transport you right back to 1940s hillbilly music. Hank Williams Sr. recorded the song in 1951. His version sold a little better than Roy Acuff's, but it was not really a major hit until Willie Nelson recorded it 30 years after it was written in 1975. Willie Nelson's version was immensely popular. As an aside, Willie is known as a country singer and songwriter, but he's really a jazz singer and songwriter. He has the soul of a jazz musician in cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. His version of this song skyrocketed to #1 on the country charts. It had never been to #1 before, and Willie had never had a #1 hit before either. It also crossed over into the pop chart territory at number 21. It had never done that before. His version of the song has been very, very popular ever since. And that's all well and good for Willie, and I guess for Fred Rose. Fred's no longer with us, but it was good for the Fred Rose estate, I guess. But it creates a problem for people who are trying to do the song because, for example, when I look at the lyrics, I hear this song in Willie's voice with Willie's fantastic guitar and Willie's fantastic bass player and his whole great backup group and all that, and it pulls you in the direction of wanting to do it the way Willie did it, which is always a big mistake. You've got to get that out of your head, because if you drift into doing a song the way a superstar did it, you're always going to come across 10th best at best. So you got to find some way from the very first note to make the song your expression of what you hear in the song and what it means to you. And I struggle with that. I've tried this song a dozen different ways. I think I finally have an arrangement that works for me, and I hope you like it as well. In the twilight glow I see her, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, 'cause only memories remain, and through the ages I'll remember those blue eyes crying in the rain. Now my hair has turned to silver, and all my life I've loved in vain. Ah, but I can see her star in heaven, and her blue eyes crying in the rain. Someday when we meet up yonder, well, we'll stroll hand in hand again, in the land that knows no parting. Ah, blue eyes crying in the rain. Yeah, blue eyes crying in the rain. Those beautiful blue eyes crying in the rain. I really appreciate you dropping by, and I hope you'll come back real soon.